Our movie begins in 1991 with Inspector Nick from the San Francisco Police, who is investigating the murder of Johnny Boz, a rock and roll star who died from 31 stabs with an ice pick in his bed. All suspicions turn to his girlfriend, Catherine, who works as an author. Nick goes to question her, but doesn't get anywhere. He leaves and visits Dr. Beth, a psychiatrist he sees for sessions mandated by internal affairs, after he accidentally killed 2 tourists while under the influence of cocaine. Later, he gathers information on Catherine and learns that her parents died in a boat explosion, that she was engaged to a boxer who died during a match, and that she has a fortune worth $100 million. He also finds out she published a novel last year called Love Hurts, where a rock star is killed by his girlfriend with an ice pick. They hold a meeting with a psychologist, Dr. Lamont, who tries to analyze Catherine through her book. He says either she is the killer using her book as an alibi, or someone is obsessed with her to the point of executing every word in her novel to frame her. They summon Catherine for questioning. She refuses to bring a lawyer because she has nothing to hide. John, the assistant district attorney, asks her about her relationship with the victim. She tells them she was having a sexual relationship with him for 1.5 years, practicing new things. John asks if she killed Mr. Boz. As expected, she replies that it would be stupid to commit a crime exactly like the novel she wrote. It would be like announcing to everyone that she is the killer and she isn't stupid to do that. She says she didn't kill him. They just had sex and did cocaine together. They put her on a lie detector test, and she passes. Nick drives her home. He tells her not just anyone can beat a polygraph. She replies, "I passed it just like you passed yours during the investigation into the tourists." He drops her off and goes drinking with his friends, telling them he is uneasy about Catherine and sure there is criminal intent, because it's not normal for her parents, fiancé, and lover to die without any suspicion falling on her. After drinking, he meets Dr. Beth and spends the night with her. He goes to the station and meets Lieutenant Walker, who tells him a crime with the exact same details happened in 1980, involving a university professor killed by an ice pick. Catherine was his student, and he was her therapist. They decide to investigate Catherine's life fully. Walker tells Nick he is responsible for surveillance on Catherine's house. Nick goes to watch her and sees her visiting a woman named Hazel Dobkins. He investigates her and discovers Hazel was accused of murdering her husband and 3 children in 1956. The next day, he goes to Catherine to ask about her therapist, Noah, and if she had a relationship with him. However, he finds photos and news clippings about himself in her house. She tells him she is using him as a reference for the main character in her new book and asks how it felt to kill tourists while high on cocaine, claiming his wife couldn't handle the truth and killed herself. He leaves her and goes to his therapist, Beth, fighting with her because he is sure Catherine saw his psych file. Beth says Officer Nielsen sold the file to her. Nick goes to Nielsen's office, beats him up in front of the whole station, and leaves. That night, he gets a call that Nielsen has been murdered. He goes to the scene and finds Nielsen dead with a bullet to the head. Walker asks Nick if he killed Nielsen. Nick replies, "It would be stupid to kill someone I just fought with. I'd be announcing it to everyone, and I'm not stupid." He denies it, but is suspended pending a psych evaluation. Nick learns from his partner, Sammy, who investigated Catherine's parents' boat, that the boat exploded due to a leak in a gas cylinder that had been repaired twice, and her parents were insured for $5 million. Nick goes home and finds Catherine waiting. She gives him a copy of her novel where a child kills their parents by blowing up their private plane just out of curiosity to see if he can get away with it. She tells him she'll be waiting at the casino. Nick goes to the casino, meets Catherine, and they spend the night at her place. Roxy, Catherine's lover, watches them and fights with Catherine for being with Nick. Later that night, a car tries to run Nick over. He chases it until it drives off a bridge. He checks the driver and finds it is Roxy. He discovers Roxy was accused of killing her brothers when she was 16. Nick goes to Catherine and finds her grieving her friend. She tells him she has no luck with friends since college. Even her first friend, Lisa, was strange, stalking her and copying her hair and clothes. She suspects Lisa killed Johnny Boz. Nick investigates and discovers Lisa is actually Dr. Beth. He confronts Beth, saying he knows everything. She claims that Catherine is a psychopath and that she was the one who was stalking her, and that Catherine invented this story to frame her. Nick doesn't know who to believe. He goes home to Catherine, who tells him to check university records for a complaint she filed against Lisa for stalking. He can't find the report because Officer Nielsen took it a year ago and never returned it. This makes him suspect Beth killed Nielsen to hide her link to Catherine. He learns Beth's ex-husband was shot in his car 5 years ago, an unsolved case. A friend tells Nick he found a mutual friend of Catherine and Lisa. Nick goes there, but his partner goes up first and is killed by an ice pick in the elevator. Nick searches for the killer and finds Beth, who says, "I got a message to meet your partner." Nick shoots and kills her. Walker investigates Beth's apartment, finding Catherine's novels, the gun that killed Nielsen, and photos of Catherine. They congratulate Nick on closing the case. Nick goes home to Catherine, who tells him she knows what happened and that she loves him. They spend the night together. While in bed, she reaches down as if grabbing something, but stops and hugs him. The movie ends with a shot of an ice pick under the bed, leaving us to wonder who the real killer is. Tell us what you think about the story of this movie in the comments, and don't forget to support this video with a like, and subscribe to the channel to watch upcoming summaries of the most amazing movies.